For today's lesson, you're going to be creating a name creature. It's going to require you to use your imagination and try and think out of the box and be as creative as possible. You're going to turn something as simple as your name into something new and fantastical and fun. For this project, you're going to need a couple of items. You will need paper, scissors, a pencil, and something to color with, whether it's crayons, markers, colored pencils, whatever you have available and whatever you feel like using that day. We're going to turn our name into a creature using some of the principles of design and elements of art, like shape and balance. So let's get started. All right, to make our name creature, I just went ahead and gathered my supplies: paper, pencil, scissors, I have some crayons over here, and then if you have a Sharpie or a marker to outline, go ahead and grab one. If you don't, that's totally okay. So to create our creature, we're going to fold the top of our paper all the way down. So right now my paper is landscape, which means it's long. So I'm going to fold the top, do my best to match the edges right on the bottom. Once I feel like they're pretty matched, I'll bring my finger right down into the middle and then drag it across on the side to crease one half and drag it across again to then crease the other side. So now I have a nice fold in the middle of my paper, and I have a folded edge and an open edge. We're going to be cutting our name out, and we're gonna open it so that both sides are the same. So if I write my name down here at the bottom, when I cut it out, I'm gonna have two separate pieces of paper. So you need to make sure that you're writing on the folded side. So to make sure of that, I'm gonna flip it so the folded edge is on the bottom. You're gonna write your name really big, either in cursive or print, however you want, right on the edge of this paper. So I'm gonna start with my capital J. Notice I wrote ginormous. If I was to write little, I would have an itty bitty creature. So I want y'all to have giant creatures, so make sure you write your name really big. So now that I've wrote my name, let me double check. Yep, it's on the folded side. I'm ready to cut it. When we're cutting something that's gonna have all these bumps and lumps, it's best if you use your non-dominant hand to hold the paper. So that means if you are left-handed, that's the hand you normally use. So you'll hold the paper with your right. If you're right-handed and that's the hand you normally use, then you'll hold it with your left. If you're ambidextrous and you use both hands, you can pick one. So I'm gonna hold the paper with my left, and it's gonna do all the work of turning the paper so I can get all of these edges. My scissors, my right hand, he's gonna be my lazy hand, and I'm just gonna open and close. My scissors are gonna stay in the same spot, they're not gonna move. It's not safe if we're turning and cutting this, our paper like that and pointing the scissors towards us and towards other people. It's not very safe. So to prevent that, we're going to turn the paper, not the scissors. So I'm going to cut around all of my letters using my left hand to turn my paper for me. I use scissors all the time, and so I have a little bit of the upper hand here because I do this more frequently. It might take a little bit of practice for y'all to get the cutting right, but this is an abstract shape. It's going to be fun and interesting and weird. So it doesn't matter how well you're cutting. There. So now I've cut out my name. I'm done with my scissors, so I can put those away. And I have a really interesting shape or space in here now. And I'm going to go ahead and open up my name. And I have this really, really strange shape. This shape is called an organic shape because it doesn't have a name and it has all these weird squigglies on the edge. Normally, we are used to seeing geometric shapes like squares and triangles and circles and things like that. We also made our name symmetrical. So that means it's the exact same on this side as it is on this one. So when I fold it, it looks like there's only one piece. They match up perfectly, like butterfly wings. So whenever I open it up, I have a perfectly symmetrical shape. And now is the fun part. I get to decide what creature I want to create. It can be based off an animal, it can be an alien, whatever you want it to be. Use your imagination, be creative. It can be this way. I can turn it on its side and make something like this. I can do it like this. To me, I'm kind of seeing an interesting little like bear shape. I don't know. Let's see. So now with my pencil, I'm going to turn it into something. So these look like ears to me, so I'm gonna make them little ears. And I'm gonna give it an animal nose, just for fun, right? And a little animal mouth. Oh, he's so cute. And some eyes here. Remember, when you draw an eye, you have the white part of the eye, the iris, which is the colored part, and the pupil. And these look like whiskers to me. Use those as whiskers. And then my little animal creature thing is, oh, gotta give my eyelashes just for fun. These look like little feet. He's gonna have 6 legs. Or you know what, I don't know, let's see. I'm gonna draw the little paw pad and some little toe beans on all of these. And even the bottom one, oh, can't forget those. All right. So now I have my strange little shape. I can add extra details in the middle, or I can go ahead and just color it. It is up to you. This is a creativity project. You can make it literally anything you want to make it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start outlining and then coloring. Remember, each name is gonna be different. They're not all gonna look the same. They can look weird or silly and creepy. Here I tried it with my first name and I was working on this weird, strange alien creature thing. So be fun, or have fun, be creative, be silly, and I can't wait to see your projects.